Hey, what is up you sexy beasts? My name is Shadowfax and or Louise, whichever you want to call me, and today we've got some Black Ops 2 Xbox 360 gameplay because I decided I was going to jump on and attempt to quickscope. Now, quickscoping is something that I really used to enjoy doing back in the day, but don't hate on me for that. I wasn't any good at it really, but I enjoyed doing it, and so I decided to do it. I decided to just jump on and have a go, and the 360 controller just feels so alien to me since not using it for so long, but I got on with it, and the game's play's not too bad. But guys, I'm still on that massive stretch I was telling you about at work where I'm just working like 19 days in a row. I'm still on that massive stretch. It's nearly over, but that's why there's been the lack of videos. I've just been so busy, and then I went out Friday night with the girls from work and my girlfriend. And me and my girlfriend haven't been out clubbing in like a year because we're just old like that. But we went out with the girls from work and I got absolutely fucking pissed as a fart. I'm not even joking. I started off with 2 tequilas and then stayed on the vodka for the rest of the night. And honestly, I was fucking wankered. I was really, I was off my tits. And I came home, and according to my girlfriend, as soon as I got through the door, I stripped naked, and then she had to chase me around the house trying to put my pajamas on for me. I was that wasted. I remember being in like just my knickers and laying on the living room floor, like chatting to the dog and the cat. But apparently she then had to chase me around the house trying to put my pajamas on for me because I was in no fit state to do it myself. Apparently she started trying to put my jogging bottoms on me, and I started screaming at her that no, I didn't want them on. I wanted my actual pajama bottoms with the penguins on. Yeah, and then apparently once she did finally get me dressed, I just sat there giggling and playing with my feet. So yeah, that gives you an idea of how actually off my face I was. But it was a good night. That's sort of, we haven't really had a lot of free time, so to have the free time to go out and just get absolutely wankered was quite good fun. But yeah, guys, I've been so busy, and I've got a little story today. And it actually happened today. It was crazy. Basically, I got up at a decent time today because I still have so much to do. My car's due MOT, and its insurance renewal for the year is up. So basically, I got up, I rung the garage, booked my MOT in for tomorrow morning before work, and then I looked up my insurance renewal quote, and it was absolutely stupidly high. So I was looking up more insurance quotes and managed to get it down and save myself £286. So I was feeling pretty beast. And then my mum rung me, and I was telling her about my insurance quotes, and she was telling me stuff about the horses. And while I was on the phone to my mum, I suddenly thought I heard a scream. And I thought, hang on, I sort of started listening. I thought, Lucy didn't just scream, did she? And then I heard it again, and it definitely wasn't a human scream. It was like, and I thought, oh my God, that's my cat. And my first thought was, oh my God, the dog's got hold of the cat. And then I was thinking, it can't be. Why would the dog randomly attack the cat after all this time? And the screaming was still going on, so I charged out into the hallway. And my dog was there in the hallway, just sort of looking absolutely terrified. So I then ran into the bathroom where the screaming, by then I could hear the screaming was coming from. And basically, we've got a cat litter tray for our cat. And it's one of those ones that is covered over, and it's got a cat flap so that she can go in there and have some privacy while she's doing her business. And we keep it in the bathroom, you know, she poops where we poop kind of thing. And my cat was sort of over it, sort of like on her hind legs over it, and I could see that when I got closer that she was going absolutely ballistic, and every time my girlfriend went anywhere near her, she was like clawing out on my girlfriend. And what had happened is my cat had been on top of this cat litter tray, and she'd slid off it, and her claw had got stuck in the hinge of the cat flap of it. And she was going absolutely fucking mental. So straight away I just ran forward and grabbed hold of her and lifted her up, because this is something my cat does quite regularly. She gets like her claws stuck in, say, like she'll be clawing the furniture as cats do. It's really annoying. But she'll get her claw stuck, and usually she doesn't panic. She just kind of looks at you and goes, hey, I'm stuck. And you just usually just pick her up, lift her up, and she's unstuck. But this must have been hurting her. She was going absolutely ballistic. So I ran forward, grabbed hold of her to lift her up, and as I grabbed hold of her, like I'd run from behind, so I don't think she knew it was me. She went absolutely off her fucking trolley, and she bit the shit out of my thumb. and scratched the shit out of me on my fingers and on my wrist. Anyway, I lifted her up, got her free from it, and by this point she had realised that it was me and I was just helping her, so she calmed down and I took her into the living room and she sort of ran into a corner and laid there feeling sorry for herself. And I looked down at my hand and my thumb was really, really badly bleeding. And at this point I'm still on the phone to my mum. My mum's like, what the fuck's happened? And then when it actually was happening, it was all over within a matter of seconds. It wasn't that big of a deal. But when it happened, it was sort of like, oh my god, my cat's stuck. And I just ran forward and did what I needed to do. But afterwards, it was like shock hit me. And I was actually, honestly, I was shaking. And I was trying to explain to my mum what had happened. But I couldn't really get the words out. And it was just crazy. It just makes me think, this is crazy. It wasn't that big of a deal. My cat is fine. I think her paw's a little bit sore, but she's walking on it fine. It's not broken or anything like that, because that was something I was worried about, that she'd broken her paw or something, but it's absolutely fine. But because of her reaction to it, at the time, it was just like, I need to get this sorted, I need to get my cat free. And I just went forward and did what I needed to do. But afterwards, it was like shock hit me, and honestly, I was shaking. I was a little bit emotional, so was my girlfriend. And it was kind of like, and I think it was the fact of the way my cat reacted to it, that my cat was absolutely petrified. That was why she was going absolutely nuts, and my dog was petrified. So afterwards, I went and checked my cat was okay. I reassured my dog and stuff. But I was shaking myself. I was quite emotional. It was horrible, and the noise that my cat was making was fucking awful. It really was. I actually thought she was being killed. It was absolutely awful. And so afterwards, I was just in so much shock. I was shaking. It was horrible. And sort of, when you look back at it, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that bad. But because it terrified my cat so much, it ended up terrifying me. So I've now taken the cat flap thing off of the litter tray so that she can't ever do that again. But it was awful. It really was. And it just makes you think, tiny things like that really, in the grand scheme of things, aren't that big of a deal, can still have quite an effect on you, just simply because they affect other people so much. They affect the ones that you love so much. And obviously, I absolutely love my cat. She's amazing. She really is. And once she calmed down, she came over to me and she actually sniffed my thumb. She was saying sorry, and she was being all affectionate. She was all like, hello. But it really did. It was sort of it was horrible. It really was. And it was just, it was the fact that she was so terrified and the noise she was making. I genuinely thought she was being killed. That was what made it just so horrible. It really was. And it's just amazing how much something so small can affect you. It's really weird. But anyway, guys, that has been my rant for today. Look out for those videos. I've got a new series coming soon, hopefully. Once this long stretch is over, there'll be a new series coming, because I thought of a really good series I want to do. And we'll be on that Black Ops 3 grind really, really soon. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if anything sort of similar in some ways has happened to you, something that in the grand scheme of things, when you look back at it, isn't that big of a deal, but it did actually affect you quite badly. But obviously now I'm fine, I've calmed down and stuff, but at the time, straight afterwards, it was kind of shock. It really was. But anyway, guys, that has been it for today. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.